Welcome to another video for OCR GCSE Business. We're now moving on to 4.6, which is working with suppliers. Again, this will be a very short video. So some key terms to note here. Logistics is the management of transportation and storage of goods. Procurement is the management of purchasing within a business, usually purchasing their raw materials or their stock. Suppliers are the people that obviously supply, or the businesses that supply goods or services to our business. So logistics is all to do with the transportation and storage. Procurement begins with P. It's all to do with the purchasing of items. So procurement would deal with things like negotiating a better price. Logistics are going to deal with things like delivery drivers and storage and stuff like that. So here's a bit more depth then. So procurement is all about purchasing the stock, the raw materials, the items. I'm sure you've seen displays like this in supermarkets before, and it would be the procurement department that deal with, negotiating a price and purchasing specific quantities. So again, a bit more depth on them. So they would identify goods and services that they want to sell. They would choose suppliers based on the quality, cost, reputation. They would order specific amounts, and they would then receive those deliveries. Logistics, is I mentioned a minute ago, was about actually getting the product to our business ready to change or sell on or whatever it might be. So how would we go about that? Well, we'd have to think about what is the time for the stock deliveries. Do they always arrive on time? Are they late? Those sort of things. We want to make sure our supplier is on time. Are they reliable? Do they, get their deliveries done on time to a good level of quality? That would make a decision on which supplier we would use. How long is the supply chain? I'll come to supply chain in a minute, but how long is a supply chain may make a decision on logistics. Cost, how expensive is it? And also, what are the levels of customer service like? So length of supply chain is basically, if you've got a really long supply chain, that's a really, there might be lots of other businesses in between you and the supplier. You want to have a shorter supply chain as possible, because that will enable you to have a quicker access to your raw materials. If it's a much longer supply chain, communication is going to be a lot more difficult. It's going to be a lot less efficient, and it's going to also lead to higher costs. Why do businesses need reliable suppliers? Well, it enables us to have products to sell in stores. If they're always late and running out of stock, that's obviously not a good thing, because we're going to miss out on sales. Reputation can be harmed if we have items that are not available for sale, and our customers will usually go to our competitors. It does cost the business money finding a new supplier, so we really want reliable ones we can stick with for a long time, and also it allows us to build that trust with the supplier. That's it. Thanks very much.